water, noodles, and chicken flavoring. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect ramen noodles. Itadakimasu!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Spicy Ramen Podcast, serving you some hot anime for the streets.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Spicy Ramen Podcast. Yeah, it's fake. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Spicy Ramen Podcast.
Wow.
I'm back at it again. Yes.
This man tried to do the light skin intro.
Hey, yo, Justin, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a no for me, dog.
Well, welcome everyone. As you heard, we already have JP and Shaq here. We are going to jump right into this because I have a list of people that we need to talk about. But first, Shaq, how was your week? What's been up? What's been going on with you?
First and foremost, you fucking up the rotation. Go ahead, JP.
No, I know. We go. I see how this episode go. This is gonna be fun. All right, JP. Sure, you got it. You got it, big dog.
I know I do, dog. Thank you, Shaq.
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Justin, don't talk to me for like 10 minutes. But everything has been cool. I've been up in Milwaukee. As some of you guys know, I used to live up here. I've been training with one of my homies at my home gym of Rufus Sport. Back over there, getting it in with the squad, and then I'll be going back to Orlando this week, but I'll be back up in Milwaukee probably doing fight camps and stuff like that. So Milwaukee has not seen the last of too much. But that's about all I've been doing. I've just been training my ass off, dog.
That's what's up.
Hopefully I'm fighting April 17th. By the way, finally have a actual date looking at and looking for opponents, but it's looking real right now. So get back.
Where are you going to be fighting at? Possibly
Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah,
okay.
I think I can
I
get a little excuse.
I might see if I can actually make a trip for that one.
you know the world done been closed up so long. Niggas really I might just go to Florida. Florida open. I just kind of what Florida looks like right now. And before, out in the Midwest, ain't nobody want to go out there. Before COVID, they're like, nah, we good. That cold ass area, nah, we straight. Shaq was like, Florida.
Listen, man, you was in the miniature version of Minnesota, and I can't do that, but I could definitely do Florida.
Oh yeah,
right. Ain't nobody.
I know there's some black folks there.
Hey, Midwest got black folks just in pockets.
Mm-hmm.
In little pockets, And you know how it's all fucked up typically on Martin Luther King Street. That's where you get a lot of them for some reason. It's pretty fucked up out in the Midwest. It's segregated as fuck. But that's another story we'll talk about. That could actually be an episode. Segregation in MMA. I mean, not in MMA, in anime.
Oh no, that's definitely something we can hit back on.
Yeah, for sure. Because I already got two groups of people. I'm getting sidetracked. What you been up to, Shaq?
You know what I'm saying? I'm still at it, doing stuff and things military wise. In a new location in order to save money so I can participate in nerd stuff and things. Moved in with a friend of mine. And them folks. So, got a nice little four room house, and it's three of us, living a good, nice life. Got my bedroom, and then I got a second room to be like my studio room. So, you know what I'm saying? We in the studio, y'all. We got this. We ain't here. And like always, got a couple announcements before we get into it. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, big shout out to Pokemon Day. That was last month, February 27th. We all know it's Pokemon Day. Celebrating 25 glorious years of the Pokemon franchise. Whether you just watch the anime, which I don't know why, or you play the video games, or even the trading cards, or any other medium of Pokemon, they had a virtual concert featuring Post Malone, which I thought was going to be better. it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, oh my god, factor. It was he played like 5 songs. It was more so like a visual spectacle than anything. Like the visuals were awesome. Like seeing an Umbreon bob his head to the beat on beat was fucking priceless.
Yeah.
Like small stuff like that. You just see see Pokemon on the side, like as Post Malone is singing his songs or whatever. Like you just like see Pokemon bobbing to the beat and shit. Like, all right, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I know it's a whole nother conversation about like what they actually debuted for Pokemon Day, but I did appreciate the Post Malone piece. I was surprised.
Yeah, cause I guess like they're going to be putting out a whole celebratory album that's going to be featuring a lot of artists, and I think like he's just like the first of many that they're going to have in this little Pokemon 25 music album or something like that. But also. Big shout out to everybody once again who's been participating in the Red Cup combos on IG Live and having a whole bunch of fun. I want to apologize again because I know a lot of the more better videos keep getting deleted from Instagram. I am a lot more aware now of what needs to be done in order for me to keep the videos up and posted. Because apparently someone or something reports it, or something happens where the algorithm deletes it automatically. But yeah, we got a solution and we're getting it going. We're keeping it moving. So big shout out to everyone who's hopped on. Do You Speak Geek? Freaking my boy Slim Jones Tune, Clutch the Boy Wonder, so many more. If I forgot you, I apologize. It's early in the morning, and I'm trying to make sure I remember everybody. But we definitely had like some awesome participation, had some awesome nights, awesome conversations with everybody. And, also Geeks are the Super Nerd too. So, hopefully we can just keep this thing going. I know a couple of them had asked me like, am I going to do like Red Cub sessions at cons? I'm like, well, these are going to be late night sessions because I gotta be drunk.
I think a Red Cup session at a con with all 3 of us would be funny, but then quickly turn into wild.
Oh yeah, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with the violence.
See, like it would have to be.
You said I'm okay with the violence.
We even mentioned violence. We just mentioned alcohol. Justin, Jesus,
the red shirt dude from TikTok. He was like,
right.
Someone just asked you a question. What you mean by that? I see you putting your fists up. What you trying to do?
What you trying to do?
The Randy Orton response.
I'm like, damn.
Like, yo, I showed up to the con and I chose violence. Like, no, sit your ass down. Shit, man.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
But just to and then also to wrap up a few things. We got cons coming up, y'all. So you know what I'm saying. It's not the con season that everybody loves, but we got some cons coming up. I know I have a local one in my area that I'm going to go to. That's in April. I know June and July are going to be 2 awesome months of cons because we got both BlurredCon in July and the legendary DreamCon in June. So DreamCon is in Texas, and then what's the other one I just said? BlurredCon is in Virginia. So for all of our folk out there, you know what I'm saying, those are like our two favorite cons for the Blurred community to participate in. So make sure you guys check them out. You may or may not see the crew there. We'll more announcements to come. Maybe not. Keep your fucking ears open. Pay the fuck attention. You may find out. And like always, before I close out my announcement, I also got to say Shaman King 2021 coming out April. Still going to fucking hype as fuck. Shaman King 2021. I'm going to keep this motherfucking train going. All right, I'm done.
You sure? You sure you got it, Pimpin'? You sure? All right.
Yeah. I always got to make sure I mention Shaman King last every time.
Well, I'm definitely going to say that I'm officially going to be a Texas resident soon. I'm indifferent. I'm excited. Yes, I'm obviously excited. There's a lot of opportunity technology-wise, more business for me and for the podcast as well. Trying to venture out in, i.e. the DreamCon is going to be one of those things that I think we can really step into. We're still figuring out work on that. But I'm excited to say that I'm officially going to be moving by next month.
Yeah.
Also, I have been wrapping up my graduation everything this week, finishing out any type of paperwork that was required for me to, graduate, all the random pop-up extra money grabber tests that they're having me take, and all that good stuff that has been this week. And last but certainly definitely not least, I'm giving this anime another try. It has been slow and far in between the episodes due to just not wanting to do it, but I have started watching Boruto again.
Oh, like, I skipped so many. So I skipped so many episodes. Like,
yeah, you watching?
Listen, when I saw,
Are you watching it from the start, or you skipped?
Yeah, I'm trying to watch it from the start. So that way. Yeah, I know.
Nigga, you crazy as fuck.
I know. I'm putting myself through this pain so I can be able to say, without a doubt, I've watched every piece and I can give a honest feedback in the end.
I'm just looking at main storyline, fam.
Every piece of Naruto.
There's
fillers that I ain't watching.
That's more than an excuse to skip shit. Just do it.
Listen.
You got verification from the man himself.
If in the comment section, if y'all say to either one, go through it, or two, not to, let me know. I will, if the consensus is to just skip and get to the point. Remember, I do read the manga, so I know what is happening. I understand what is happening already. But if y'all want me to just skip it and get to the point because of, I think right now it's at 115 filler episodes, cool.
188.
108, god damn.
Damn.
God damn.
Yeah. No, cause listen, cause this is what I did. I skimmed through all that bullshit and I saw where they're actually in the storyline, in the manga. And I got I got to episode 179. I skipped all the way to 179, bro. That's when they got to the parts in the manga. I skipped all the other shit.
Yeah, that's intense. That's intense.
Yeah. So I'm caught up now. And I read a few chapters into it just to make sure. So
yeah, I'm trying. It's tough. It's tough because even online right now, they are saying that only 20 episodes are actual filler. I know that's false.
Of Boruto?
Yes.
Remember, they have this thing now. It's called canon. I mean, anime canon.
Yes, and that's what I was about to get into. They're saying that the anime, just like Dragon Ball Super, is not really focused on the manga. It's more making its own story.
It's focused on the world building of the world itself.
Yes.
It's still the story, but it's not. Which I think it's kind of weird that they do that because Awabe, he's not in the manga at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a whole ass character in Boruto.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
and that's where I'm trying to, get that understanding of when I'm watching it. If it's anything like how they did Promised Neverland, I'm probably just gonna skip and not watch it at all. But I'm trying to give it a chance. But it's crazy. Out of 192 episodes, 154 of them, if we're making it solely about manga, is filler.
Okay.
If you want to get into straight Boruto, the book is put into animation. Almost 82% of all of Boruto has anything to do with the manga.
It's crazy, but when they say it, I mean, we all know they just came up with some shit just to give us they came up with anime canon just because they're hey yo, we're not gonna call it filler because people are gonna get pissed off at us.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we fucked up by dropping this fucking show at the same time as the manga. So we just gonna call it anime canon, and these niggas gonna take it. That's pretty much what they did. Because it's like, we're simps. We're simps when it comes to anime. But
I mean,
let's
there
move on
is
off this subject.
yeah. There is good shows that do that, like Overlord, but yeah, no, this was just trash. This was just trash. But getting into the episode, and no, I can't even say it's in the Overlord. But we are going for this show specifically is going to go over the sword wielders in anime.
He's stuck on that.
Yeah, I know. Because I was trying to see if I could connect anything in Overlord, and it didn't work. So I was just like, you know what?
but he said we're gonna go into the
But ladies and gentlemen, like always, just like last year, we're going into the month of March. So, just like always, this is our month madness episodes. And for the next 2 episodes for our March Madness, we're going to be talking about the sword wielders of anime and manga. So pretty much we're going to be doing sword clashes all month long about our, not saying top, but just our favorite sword wielders and stuff like that. And like some of the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. Clang clang.
And of course, because I start this circle, I'm going to bring up the number one sword wielder in my heart, in my opinion, will always be my man Zoro. Again, I know it's One Piece. I know it's One Piece. I know there's somebody else in One Piece that is over this person, but the 3-piece sword wielder king will always be Roronoa Zoro. And y'all can correct me if there's anybody else that think y'all can top him.
I could have sworn there was like a whole episode where he got clapped by somebody.
Listen. That was his instructor. All right. His instructor. Listen, Master Genkai has done this. Plenty of people have done this to their successors. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So it's cool. It's cool. We got that one moment from somebody else who was his teacher. All right. But yeah, no, he's number one. He's number one to me.
Hey, the nigga got finessed with a butter knife.
Yeah.
That was what I was saying. Bro, not even a butter knife. That was like that was a letter opener, bro.
Bro, yeah, it was
definitely he got clapped with a.
He honestly wrecked him with a fucking thumbtack.
Bro,
that was like, yo, I opened my mail with this.
The Boy Scouts pitch knife that you find in
the Swiss Army knife.
The Swiss Army knife, bro. It was about the same size, man. He who must not be named is obviously stronger than him at this point, but he will forever be number one to me. To me.
To me.
We'll probably mention the other guy in the next one.
I mean, to be honest,
yeah, probably.
It's like Zoro is a dog in terms of the One Piece swordsmanship and all that shit, but it's kind of sad because nigga ain't even top 5 yet. To be honest,
no, he's not. No,
which is kind of weird.
I would be lying if I said that.
Because, like, Zoro is my nigga. We all know, especially how he been carrying it in Wano and his fight with Killer and all that stuff.
Like,
it's like, the shit is getting litty, but there's so many swordsmen that we haven't even seen that we know are stronger than Zoro. Like, Shanks.
Yeah.
Silver's Rayleigh. We still haven't seen Mihawk.
Listen, I will die by the sword.
This nigga trying to make jokes out here.
Right. He's trying to be a whole comedian right now.
Again, I know his faults. I know that, but he's in his progression. Again, he's just turned, I think, 28. So he's not even hit his prime yet. And I know he's going to be one of those people that, like, at the end of the day, by the end of One Piece, however many years that comes, he's going to be in the same playing field as everyone mentioned.
Let me tell you who's a hardworking, dedicated motherfucker when it comes to the sword. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you about an OG, old school OG. My nigga Guts from Berserk. That's a hardworking motherfucker with a sword.
Yeah.
One of the biggest swords I have to say in goddamn anime history.
Why I laugh how Shaq, he said, let me tell you about the motherfucker. He went old school black. Went old school black on us.
let me tell y'all something about sword wielders. Let me tell you about a motherfucker who can wield a sword. The baddest motherfucker in the land.
The baddest motherfucker on this side of the Mississippi. This motherfucker.
But a minute.
He started talking like Catwood. This motherfucker got.
This nigga comes onto the field. Sword is 10 times bigger than him, but he killing 100 niggas in a matter of seconds. Now you tell me that shit ain't horrible.
I don't want to.
That's the coldest nigga I ever seen in the game. Nigga, the sword taller than me.
Bruh, I don't know if y'all remember the meme that came out of, with Guts and his girl, and he was like, it's like,
Wait. Which one in particular? There's so many, and there's some that are just so wrong.
Well, it's him and his girl in bed, and his girl turns over, and she's like, there he go, him and his sword again, and he's like trying to clean, like he's hiding the fact that he has the sword in bed with him, and he's trying to clean it.
Yes. For those who are listening, if you're not familiar with one of the old school anime / mangas, Berserk, excuse me. We're talking about the character Guts, who's the main character of the story, and his particular sword is very legendary, called Dragon Slayer. It's like, I believe his sword is technically larger than Cloud's, I believe.
I think it might be.
Yeah, might be.
And then like, let's say it's called Dragon Slayer, and I know like the crazy thing about this sword is that like, it's so massive that no other man nor demon can wield it. And then like, it's capable of killing both humans and demons because this is like one of those like folklore shits they do in the story, that has been drenched in the blood of so many humans and demons that it can kill anything on any type of plane of existence. That shit's fucking wild.
Yeah. It's just, as long as he can live long enough to actually wield it. That's the only, gotcha.
Yo. Man, but Guts is one of those characters that has gone through so much, and it's like, you look at him, you're like, yo, what the fuck is he been? What, how do you have a man end up like this? How is he not stable? And he's not.
Yeah.
Technically, he's not.
I gotta watch the show. Yeah, I haven't watched Berserk.
What? I recommend you watch the movies on Netflix, all 3.
Does it just take everything that's in the show already and then just put it?
So the movies are like the prequel to the actual show itself. So like, it shows you the origin of what happened. So then like, if you go into the show, you know in more depth of like what's going on and why it's acting that way.
They're on Netflix?
Huh?
You said they're on Netflix?
Yeah, the movie series is on Netflix, and you probably have to like skim through for those additional clutch sources for that anime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that dog?
What was that?
I was like, Guts came in the room, started defending themselves. What happened here?
My bad.
But JP, you're up for your next sword, man.
But hey, nigga, I got the sword here ready. I heard you call me.
Okay. So, my nigga.
Yeah, Gus came through. He got the sword. He got the sword in the truck right now. We about to go kill some niggas.
I got that thing on me. What's up?
Ooh.
My nigga is a dog that I'm about to bring up, cause he ain't like anybody that y'all brought up. He ain't no physical specimen that can out here chop up a fucking rock mountain man, or nigga Guts big as fuck. You know that nigga's a physical specimen. My nigga is a short little street rat that turned into a fucking Titan slaying beast. I'm talking about Levi Ackerman.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a whole different type of animal.
Yeah. Yep.
This nigga is raw.
No. Let me tell you the difference between R2. Well, no, I can't say his.
Whoa, Shaq. I thought it was my turn, dog.
Yeah. See? Get him.
Sit your ass in the corner, Justin. This is the only time this ever happened. This is the only time this ever happened, so I ain't do that.
Cool.
I ain't even get 1 minute into my character. Shaq was already cutting me off.
Get him.
It's like, nigga, everybody knows you at least give me 2. At least 2, damn.
Go. Unlike Justin, my apologies, my brother. Disregard my first comment.
Nigga let me say 2 words and was like, hey, yo, hold on, cuz. But anyway, as we all know, Levi Ackerman, what he's done in Attack on Titan is crazy, but we all watched the scene where he filleted the Beast Titan. Filleted that nigga. Soft that nigga up. Had that nigga shook because he was like, hey yo, I'm gonna just get my niggas to go wait. What the fuck? Where the niggas at? He's like, nigga looked around, what the, and then bing, shink, the nigga is cut the fuck up. Hands gone. Arms sliced up. Nigga, I swear, Levi Ackerman is the dog when it comes to those. You ever think about them swords really just look like long box cutting knives?
Yeah, that's what I immediately think.
But anyway, off of that, it's like, but I will say, I know I said that Levi isn't a physical specimen like everybody else, but he's
just short. That's it. Now, he's still built.
It's kind of capped because one, I was gonna say this is a spoiler, kind of, sort of. I don't know if they've talked about it in the anime yet. Ackermans are known to have extra powers, in a sense, which can rival Titans. Did they go over that in the anime yet, Justin?
No.
Okay, so, like I said, I did give a spoiler warning, so, they might not even do it in the anime itself. But, because the anime is going to be a lot shorter than what is actually going on in the manga, because the manga is still going, and the anime is on episode like 10 or some shit?
As far as the season, I can't remember. But, no, like, I know like the manga's getting ready to finish out soon, ain't it?
Yeah, the last chapter was something serious. I don't know if Justin read it already.
Mm-hmm.
But,
some bullshit. That's what I
all
thought.
All I'm gonna say is that Levi Ackerman, he might not be super tall. He ain't in the 6 foot and over club. I relate to my nigga because I'm not in the 6 foot or over club, but that nigga is probably way shorter than I am because he looked like a midget. But shout out to my 5 foot kings who out here slaying fucking beasts. Alright? Because I would not want to fight that nigga.
Yo. So like every time he does like certain special tricks, I think he's a human Beyblade. I don't know if y'all remember that show.
You right.
Cause he be doing all them different tricks. Like as soon as I see him going to action, all I hear is the theme song. It's Beyblade.
The way that nigga be spinning with his swords, I'm like, bruh. You try to cover up the nape of your neck, he already took your fingers off.
Right.
Yep.
He's like, oh my neck. Nah, nigga, I'm coming for the eyes.
Try to reach out for him. Shink, 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 shink. Your fingers, your hand is cut up. Out here looking like a spiraled potato.
Right.
Hey, that would be actually a funny meme. How Titans look after fighting Levi Ackerman. Spiraled potato.
No, so tell me how like in the anime, and we all know how the setup actually was, but like how the Beast Titan shows up in the plaza when all this shit's happening, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not fighting Aaron. Where the fuck's Levi?" And Levi's like, "Oh, you want smoke? You want smoke? Hey y'all, he wants smoke. Eat, sleep."
I think
even though it was a setup,
craziest part I have seen in the anime, and I'm going to stick to the anime on this.
Thank you.
Levi is when he's fighting his uncle.
Oh yes, when he fought all of them.
Yes,
Bruh,
yes,
this nigga,
bruh.
that was one of the best episodes I've ever seen because this nigga really showed he's like, you can't, if this was a basketball thing, he'd be like, you can't guard me.
Yes,
Yo.
exactly. 5-on-1 don't matter.
Like, yeah, that guy over there, he's trying to hold himself, he's trying to hide in the hoodie. Yeah, you can't guard me.
That nigga finessed them, had a whole squad of people with guns, and Levi said, hey, yo, I'm about this. They should honestly, before Levi act up, they should just pause it, have him break the fourth wall, turn around, look at the screen, and be like, hey, yo, I'm about to just go. It's like, y'all want to see some cool shit? And then he just go and look back and start wrecking niggas.
Yep.
That'd just be a whole different flex.
It is a different flex though, because you're sitting there saying like, yes, I am a human. Yes, all these monsters, whatever is around me, but I hold my own to everything.
Yo.
Right? Levi is so strong. Y'all gonna see that he had to kind of get nerfed.
Yes, he did.
Parts of the manga. Like they had to nerf this man. And not even a full nerf. It's like just at the moment for some reason he's not able to do as much. Because if that hadn't happened, the manga wouldn't have had extra chapters. It would have been done.
Expeditiously. Because there's no way. And again, this is when I speak about God feats. He's one of those people that has like God feats from a human. Like there's nothing that you can do or say to him that like really outside of like Hitachi with his sickness type, where it's like, yo, man, you had all of this and he still was smacking y'all? Like, yeah, man. Again, can't go into detail, but he is a beast.
Seriously. Like, but sometimes I do wonder though, like how his swordsmanship would stack up to other swordsmen, because obviously he's like a gymnast essentially, an aerial fighter, but he can fucking fight on the ground. Like we know this, but a lot of it comes from the fact that probably because he is light and small, he's not weighed down as much and can finesse you. He's quick as fuck. But I do wonder, like, a fight between maybe him and like a Mugen or Jin from Samurai Champloo. I feel like that's like equal footing in terms of like power scaling. Because they're still humans. Like they haven't done some crazy shit like cut a fucking boulder or some shit like that.
Right.
So I think it would be actually cool to see like humans of the equal strength.
I think this actually goes into my next one, and I'm going to say that this person, though they had some form of, let me say, they are not necessarily human, but they are human. They died the same way humans do. There's no like granted power. But I'm going with Saber from Fate series.
Oh.
Like,
and that's
what I'm saying. I don't know if that really.
hold on. I got a rebuttal because it does count. Because see, Justin, you know you done fucked up, right?
Wait, Shaq really ain't let nobody go past
nobody. Like
no. Justin set himself up for this. Because let me tell you something.
Because Saber, and for those who don't know who I'm talking about, the Fate series is a very Star Wars-esque timeline base where they jump all over the place. But they are consistently bringing in 6 to 7 characters. This one character, which is Saber, she throughout history and throughout the Holy Grail Wars was known as one of the best sword wielders, sword fighters out there, period. She cuts down demons. She was hung with King Arthur. Beyond her sword play, she was just very good at strategy and being able to fight on the battlefield and be able to be considered one of the most noble warriors to ever exist.
Justin?
Yeah.
Justin, I'm going to let you finish, but I got to correct you before people kill us in the comments. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a few things. One, Saber from the Fate series is King Arthur.
Yeah,
why?
I wanted to say that, but
why? Because this is just that's just crazy ass writing, because King Arthur was actually Saber, but they changed the storyline to where she just altered how she looked to fit a male in order for her to rule, because she was the only one who actually could wield Excalibur. And Merlin in the storyline for Fate series was able to grant her the capability of being able to deceive others to look like a man but still look like a woman and stuff like that. And then
what part of the series so I can watch this, because I've never seen any of this.
So this is not a story that was told in the series. This is one of those I deep dived in YouTube and Google to find the rest of this shit out, because there were so many questions I had when I watched it. And let me tell you, that rabbit hole goes way too deep, so don't ask.
Because I didn't want to bring up Excalibur for that reason. I knew the weapon, but I didn't want to say that because of that fact. I have no anime specific information to confirm that, so I couldn't really speak on that. So I just, I hinted it obviously by saying that she was with King Arthur, but I didn't want to go that route. But no,
saying that just dug your own grave. That's why I was I gotta jump in before you're horrible.
So, for ladies and gentlemen who are listening, obviously there is a lot of stuff that you can find out inside of this Fate series. It is a lot of information. I think Blades Unlimited is the best series.
Unlimited Blade Works?
Yeah. But because the short version is Blaze Unlimited. That's how they display it on their photo. They don't say the entire process. But if I were to have a feat or a person who could really compete with Levi, I think she or he would be a amazing battle. Amazing battle.
It wouldn't be. I don't think it would be fair.
I think Saber is way stronger.
Yeah, Saber's too strong.
Manga version, I don't think so.
I say both are too strong.
Yeah, y'all could be right. Y'all could be right.
Because you gotta go back to how Saber's manifested in the first place through the Holy Grail. Now, maybe before all of that shit, but at the same time, they still say she's capable of doing other stuff. She's blessed by the river spirit, so she can fucking walk on water. And Excalibur itself it has an anti-magic thing that makes it fucking be 20 feet tall for some fucking reason, and she has super speed.
But all of that doesn't matter with Levi, because he's not magic. He's not any of that. He is a human being. She
That's
can't
about
use
demons, though. She's fighting magical. She's fighting big magical humans and all that shit, though.
Again, like I said, I'm not gonna knock Saber's feats especially in the anime and stuff, but I feel to me, and again, this is not a spoiler at all. This is just a character that is inside of Fate series. Gotta make that clear. But their version of Hercules is, to me, a Titan. Specifically the armored Titan. Or I can't say the other one, but the armored Titan.
To an extent.
To me, is kind of the same thing. Now, granted, obviously, Hercules is still a lot stronger, period, it's Hercules. But I can see how if Levy got what I think I can't speak on the future version of Levy, but if pre-war, before Holy Grail Peace Saber and Levy met to battle, I think that's a great ass fight.
Okay. See that's more that would be a little bit more understanding, because like the Holy Grail World Saber, no, complete wash.
Right, yeah, because the sword alone by itself, it doesn't need a wielder to stop Levy in that moment. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But Shaq, what's your number 2?
It's not more so like on my number 2, but I know just like it's one sword wielder that I have in mind. It's kind of like a love-hate kind of thing, because I don't care for him, but I just kind of, I'm okay with him to a certain extent, because the story kind of just got like fucking annoying to me. But Kirito from Sword Art Online, to an extent, like first, just first season Kirito. Huh?
I was just doing what you did to everybody earlier.
Just cut you off and get to the point. Like, yeah. So, anyways,
but I see what you did there. I see what you did there, sir. I see what you did there, good sir. But yeah, I just think like just first season Kirito. For real. Like I said, it was. Like, once again, this is like one of those like video game-esque realms. Like in the video games, he's like this badass dude, but like I think in real life, he does know at least what is it? He knows kendo. Yeah, he knows kendo at least. But like I know like, but for Sword Art Online, he was pretty dope as a swordsman as far as some of the scenes he died. But then once it got to the other shit, I was like, all right, cool. I don't even care anymore. That's just like a quick mention. That's just like just a quick mention. It's like okay, it's like oh, he's a pretty decent swordsman with the dual wielding action going on.
Yeah, it's your personal favorite. I can't. There's nothing that I could say about. I think even in the game.
No, he's not a personal favorite at all. That was just a mention. That was just a mention. Like he's not on any list. But I'll tell you who a badass is on the list. Goddamn. Now I'm just not remembering his name. I try to remember the name fully. But Fuhrer King Bradley from Full Metal Alchemist.
That nigga.
Yeah, now that
is
yeah.
god.
Yeah, that's a god. Yeah.
He fought a tank.
A legit.
He fought his own army.
Back up. He said, "Oh, you're not gonna let me in my house."
But like, I feel bad for the dudes that were in the tank, because it's like, shoot some rounds at him. He cut it. What do you mean he cut it? He cut the tank, the artillery round in half. How the fuck he do that?
Put it in reverse, Terry.
And then he's like, you running? Hey, come here. Let me tell you something. Yo. Most of his fight scenes was just like clean and crisp. It was like, yo, hold my jacket.
Bruh, King Bradley really was that dude. Like, everyone, like, he has a lot of feats. Like, I think what he did with Greed, it was Greed, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. The first one was dope, but just the scene where he's finessing his army, shit is crazy. Like, he finessed an army. Like, it's like, what is this man with 2 swords gonna do with the eye patch? He gonna fuck y'all up. When it's one person versus a tank and the tank is backing up and reversing, like trying to go as far as they can go to get away from this man, that's a feat.
Get that motherfucker a medal.
Like, I think it would be interesting seeing him and Zoro fight.
Yeah.
Because I think in terms of like, now what Zoro has cut with his sword is like he's cut something bigger, but Bradley, like when you think about it, Bradley has fucking cut a rocket straight out of a tank. So you have
full
to take
speed.
The speed that it was going, and he sliced it in half. So that means that his ass took the full brunt of the impact. Because remember, Newton's laws of physics. An object in motion stays in motion until it's acted upon with a equal or greater force. This man just cut the shit. So that means he was 10 toes the fuck down, solidified to that ground, didn't move an inch, and sliced that bitch. Ew, why did it sound like I was rapping?
Those were unintentional bars, my friend.
Slice it and flip it. Slice it and flip it.
But I don't even think Zoro has done something like that. Like that. Maybe he sliced those cannons, but the cannons in One Piece, they really be kind of looking fodder, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. I think in the anime, I don't think he's reached a feat like that, like shooting down or cutting down a rocket. Outside of, obviously cutting down a mountain, but I think coming up, especially now that we are like really deep into the Wano arc, you're going to see some feats from Zoro coming up soon that I think is comparable to what he was able to do.
Yeah. And don't, I hope people don't take this as me shitting on Zoro or anything at all.
We're not.
But I'm just saying it's like, that's one feat. Like, if like, in terms of just the science behind it, it's like, nigga cut a rocket. Zoro cutting a mountain is still crazy. Nigga sliced off the edge of a cliff.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not saying that they're not equally as strong, but that particular feat, because the reaction time, the speed, and the strength that's needed.
And in One Piece, they try to make sure they have as close to realistic expectations in power scaling as possible. So they make sure that, they are able to do all this, but Luffy can still die by getting salt poured on him. Like, they make sure that, like, by some seawater, he could die by getting.
When you said salt, I was like,
I know, I was making a joke, but it's they're still human beings. Killable. Yeah, they are very killable, and they are very, like, balanced in that thought process.
Right.
Someone actually said that they think that One Piece has bad power scaling, and I was like, that's not true.
Yeah, I mean, anything that has to scale power is subject to discussion of whether it's good or not. So I take people's opinion on that with a grain of salt. If you can say that Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super has efficient power scaling, there's no way you can say that One Piece doesn't.
Right?
I can agree with that.
They had Master Roshi in the manga giving a certain character some hands.
Like,
that not even
swift hands.
Goku could touch.
And time out, not powered up Master Roshi. It was normal Master Roshi. Like, just.
Which makes no sense. Because
I'm
we
gonna
all
get out
know
of bed and fight a god.
Goku would wreck Master Roshi.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that one alone.
No, go ahead, Shaq. What you gonna say, dog?
Trust me, it's not me defending it whatsoever because the particular writer for the manga, he was because like the only thing I know is just like for the writer for the manga, he put his crazy ass in a dumbass loophole where like, yo, the anime's fucking done, and it's like he has to hurry the fuck up before goddamn Dragon Ball Super Broly drops, because by then they expect him to drop a new story arc. So it's like, shit, I gotta make shit up now.
Yeah.
Because for those who've read the manga and watched the anime, y'all know there's like crazy differences in both. Like, fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother conversation in itself. But yeah, but who is it on now? I think it's me again.
No, it's just
bro.
Nope,
Relax,
JP.
Bro.
Oh, GP.
Relax.
Yep.
Relax.
Yep,
bro.
Yep.
I got one person who I gotta put out there, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you ain't got one person to put out there. You done.
Nah, you're done. Get out the studio. Get out the studio, guy.
So go ahead, take a seat.
Kenpachi.
You keep fucking around. I'm gonna say Brooke. One Piece. Yo. But one person that I did just want to bring up because I think is a dog, and this isn't really like list because I not a crap ton of thought put into it, but niggas that I think is nasty. But Himura Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin, or is it Kenshin Himura? Which Himura? Yeah, it's Himura Kenshin. But the Batosai Manslayer, we all know him. The red-haired goat. The red-haired goat before Shanks. And all I'm saying is he 10 Mitsurugi style. That's all you need to know. It's like, I ain't even gonna say nothing else after that. I'm gonna just leave it with that because you've seen what his fight with Saito. Y'all remember that one? This man was bouncing off the walls, going crazy, and he's the only person who can dog people with a reverse blade sword while they're full on trying to fucking kill him.
The dude's a beast, man. Legendary.
Shaq, like, hey, there ain't really much I can say except for
Like the dude's resume speaks
like,
for itself. It's just like, yo, the dude's a legend. Like I don't know if you already mentioned it, but like when he was fighting that like one of those dudes who's like massively huge and like he was pretending to be him, to be the manslayer, and he was like, "Word, you using my name in vain? Bet. Watch how you about to never hold a sword again." Dude broke his fingers and his hands till he cannot lift anything else for us in his life.
Bruh. Himura Kenshin, while he did give up killing people, that man was still a fucking savage.
He was still able to end niggas' careers.
He was like, all right, you want to play with me? He was like, I ain't gonna kill you. He was like, I'm gonna fuck you up. He's like, when you look at your hands, you always gonna remember me. Like this man, when you think about it, like I remember when he fought that one dude with the snake sword who was kind of fucking shit up, and it's like every episode you would kind of be like, not every episode, but certain fights you're like, damn, is he about to do it? It's like this nigga pissing him off. This man. You honestly could say that he was still killing people. It's like, I'm pretty sure he hit him with the back of his sword dumb hard to the back of his neck. Like, that can fucking kill you. This nigga really was just like, hey yo, I'm just not gonna use my sharp side. He was like, whatever happens after that happens. But I'm just letting you know I'm not going for the chop your head off, but if you die, you die. Later. Honestly, I kind of want to rewatch that show because the nigga was a fucking God. I thought Kenshin was so fucking cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Need a buy.
I don't know. That's almost all I really got to say. It's like the nigga was just fucking
because there's nothing else to be said. Like I think he's now. If you want to talk about Levy versus him, then cool. Like we can really break it down, depending on which person you get.
I think Kenshin has it. Definitely, if they're both on the ground.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think Kenshin can beat him without going manslayer mode. But if he's Ariel, if what's his name is Ariel, and Kenshin is on the ground, I think he might have to go manslayer in order to combat that. Especially because you remember the one fight in Rurouni Kenshin where they were fighting that dude who had the wings and was dropping bombs?
Yeah.
I know he was giving the group some problems. I know Kenshin didn't specifically fight him. It was Yahiko who actually ended up doing it and finishing the job. Which Yahiko, I think he's also a great swordsman, but we can go on to that later. It's like he was still giving the group problems, and so I think Ariel fighting for someone like him would actually be kind of difficult. While Kenshin can get high as hell, it would still be, it's like that's all Levi knows. But then it's also different because he knows big targets that are slow, not a master swordsman who can move quick as a bitch and bounce off the trees, and it would actually be quite an interesting fight because while Levi is dope, he's still attached to a line. So I could see Kenshin just being like, all right, he's attached there. I'm just going to cut his fucking strings.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think hands down, I don't know, in anime actually, there's not many that I can just off the top of my head say is cutting down him without some type of like guts where he's, either demonized or some type of like Saber Holy Grail based power to be able to reach to.
Yeah, Kenshin is one of those characters, like, you bring him up in anybody's discussion, no one has anything bad to say. And if they do, you're a fucking horrible human being.
right?
He's that one person that everyone can always agree with. He's like, no, there's no argument about this character. Like, no. And you're going to have that one person to try. And everyone's just going to revert their eyes and be like, no, this nigga didn't.
But the last person I have, and y'all can, tell me what y'all think. Have y'all ever watched Claymore?
Shit. Yeah.
Okay, well, since y'all haven't watched Claymore, I'm gonna just go with this person named Claire. She is the only blonde-haired, great-eyed woman that I am afraid of. Like, by far, I know there's a top 10 list of, like, when I was just talking about, like, has to be half human, half something else. She's probably top 5 with that, even with that being a feat, like, hey, I have a specialized power. I have this, like, guts where I'm half a demon, half, cursed to where I have strength. Even in that type of conversation, even with Saber, I feel like Claire holds her own. She is I don't know if they even actually explained it fully, what she had become, but they're saying that the demon hunting and demon abilities inside of this anime is considered, a taboo. Like, think about it like Demon Slayer, but instead of Demon Slayer where it's all just humans who given their life up to become a swordsman to kill demons, they were actually on the brink of becoming a demon themselves, and they kept their human form, like Blade.
Okay.
And now that's just who they are. And she, by far, is the number one Claymore in the anime. You get into her story, you understand why, you understand, like, all of the reasons why her Yoma, or the demon blood that she has, is so fluent with her. But yeah, no, it is, whew, when I mean, you talking about, sword style? Mm-hmm. Like, for example, JP, you were talking about how you were able to cut a rocket. Her speed and ability to cut things down, she gets to the point where she's almost able to cut people down before they realized she was in the room.
That's fucked up.
Like, she has feats that just, yeah. In the manga, it only got worse. But yeah, that's one beast that I had to bring up.
Yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to. I know I think I watched like the first 2 episodes of Claymore, but I think like this was back when like you had to dig to get anime before we had like the whole internet access. So I definitely have to go back and rewatch this one. I think I saw this like on Comcast randomly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's on Hulu. I think it's still on Netflix. I don't know if they removed it from Netflix, but it's definitely on Hulu.
I'll definitely have to make sure I check it out.
And it is a problem. Like, she's a problem. But, whoa. I just saw some very disturbing information. But is there any like honorable mentions or any people that y'all can think of as we try to wrap this up?
Shoot, I think we got time, man. This is only just part 1 right here. This March Madness, baby. We doing this all month.
All right, hey, so we gonna hold on then. That's cool.
This just get ready for part 2, y'all. This is just part 1 of many for March Madness. We just talking about swords all month, y'all.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. But again, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for always listening to us. Rather it be the Cup Talks or Pokemon or tuning in to hear when JP finally gonna put some paws on somebody. We appreciate everything that y'all do in listening, subscribing, talking. Keep the comments coming. Keep the communication coming. If you want to be a part of our Discord or any asset or outlets that we communicate daily on, just feel free to put it inside of the comment sections of our podcast. Is there anything that y'all wanted to put out before I completely wrap it up?
No, I'll wait for JP before I went. Hold on. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna leave y'all with some inspiration.
Get him.
All right.
Okay.
Get him, brother.
Okay.
You know, I should do this after every episode. Inspiration of the day. Don't wish, just work.
I felt that. That's powerful.
Yeah, that was me snapping. There you did. There it is.
I mean, really, I wanted to give it in my own way because I'm not really that nice. It's like, quit wishing for shit like a little bitch. Get on your fucking 2 feet and work for that shit.
He gave you the edited and the unedited version.
Well, again, thanks, guys.
That's more like me.
That's the honesty piece. Again, thanks, guys. We appreciate everyone hanging out with us. And as always, this is the Spicy Ramen Podcast. Please, please, please keep it spicy. All right, y'all. Peace.
You have just been served another episode of the Spicy Ramen Podcast. Thanks for listening in. Make sure to follow us on social media platforms of Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And listen to more episodes on Podbean and Spotify. If you want more, follow us on YouTube. We can like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell too, so you can stay tuned to all of our latest episodes. Until again, keep it spicy.